I want to make this product, but who else does it, and what different variations can there be to target new audiences? You can always find out what your competitors' prices are. An online business, which a lot of people are now because of COVID, or whether you are a small business and you want to be on your local high street, promotion I think is what immediately springs to mind for a lot of people when we talk about marketing. Hello, welcome back to the Culture Business YouTube channel. My name's Jake, and we're talking about marketing. What do you immediately think of when someone says marketing to you? It's likely these days it's going to be about influencers on Instagram and YouTube, or perhaps algorithms and things like that. And really, as a small business, you don't want to be doing any of that because it's time consuming, it's expensive, and you need to train up to be able to figure out what you're doing. You can't just watch a YouTube video and know all about Instagram algorithms. It could take hours to do that. So you avoid marketing, which is a terrible decision, by the way. If you're the one sitting watching this video thinking, oh yeah, I run a small business or I own a small business, never done any marketing before, the business has just kind of grown, which is great, you're wrong. gonna put it out there, because there are basics of marketing which you can just do, and it just consolidates all the information you have and allows you to forge a path to a better business. We today are going to talk about the most basic principle of marketing, and you've probably already heard of it. We're talking about the 4 P's: product, price, place, promotion. Technically there are 7 P's, and I think even people who have studied marketing don't necessarily always know what they are, so we're going to leave them out. It's physical evidence and people and things like that you don't necessarily need to know for the absolute basics. So we're going to begin with product. What is your product, and what makes it compete in the market or create its new market? Which is really what you're trying to figure out here. You need to do your market research and say, right, I want to make this product, but who else does it, and what different variations can there be to target new audiences? What are the key points around your product that you are going to tell people about, put forward as why they should buy it? Number 2 is price, and this is a fairly simple one, and you can always find out what your competitors' prices are. Price is one of those things where you really need to focus on the connection between all of these points and price. There's no point saying we've got this amazing product with all these features and gadgets and there's never been anything like it seen on the market before, and then charge the minimum price possible for it, because not only are you going to waste a load of money developing this product, usually the more detailed the product is, the harder it is to get right or to put out onto the market. And if you're charging a minimum price for it, you could potentially be losing out on a lot of profit margin. But also, if you come up to a product that's just absolutely amazing and someone's trying to charge you a tenner for it down at the local shop, you're not going to buy it because you think, well, what's wrong with it? Price is very difficult because we've been ingrained throughout our life to think, is it too good to be true? So you've got to work out where you fit in between your competitors, who you can compete against, and also whether the target audience is going to like that price as well. If your product is going to people who don't have a lot of money, then yeah, you're going to sell a fairly standard product for a lower price. But if you're selling a really good product to people who are fairly wealthy, they're not going to want a cheap price. Price isn't just the money, because money has a different value to it as well, sort of reputational value. The next point is place, and this is obviously very important depending on whether you're an online business, which a lot of people are now because of COVID, or whether you are a small business and you want to be on your local high street. You've got to figure out where people are going to go to buy your product. There's no point Forex brokers having a little shop in a high street, because no one's going to go to a high street to trade Forex. People want to go on their laptop, open it up, and just have it sorted. But at the same time, if you're selling a really niche product, and to a small audience, a physical location is often the right way to go about it. And you've got to look at where your customers go, but then again, also where your competitors are. I just want to reiterate before we go on to the last point that it's all about finding your place in between this web of what your consumer wants and what your competitors are doing. And your place could be right in the gap that no one targets, but equally it could be right on top of someone if you do a better job at it. And finally, promotion. Promotion, I think, is what immediately springs to mind for a lot of people when we talk about marketing, because really sales gets involved with it, and it's the face of it. It's what you immediately see as a consumer. And that's why a lot of marketing's been caught up in affiliate links and Instagram influencers and things like that, because that is the promotion. Although you do have to vet your promoters to see if they align with your brand image, which is a whole different thing. But you, as a consumer, come into contact with marketing in the promotion phase, and that's where you realize what is going on. So promotion could be sponsorship, it could be competitions, it could be adverts, although the creation of them is a whole different field of advertising. But there you have it. The 4 pillars of marketing, what every person when they go into studying marketing gets taught: product, price, place, promotion, and that is the basics that covers everything in marketing. Everything in marketing is built off that. So as a small business, whether you're starting up, getting back into it because Rishi Sunak's just talked about how he's going to promote business activity throughout the rest of the year. If you are in a business at the moment that isn't doing any of this, this is where you start. This is where you sit down with a piece of paper and you draw a mind map of how all these things come together. And that's why I love marketing. It's the creativity. It's limitless, and all you have to do is sit down and think about these basics. If you like this video, then go below, like this video, and if you got value from it or want to start a conversation, then comment and subscribe to this channel so we can really get things going. I want to hit a good like ratio for this video. I think there's going to be a lot of people that could use this. Let's get those likes up, people. And with that being said, thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back again next week with a new video, so make sure to keep an eye out for that.